Good day to our thesis advisor, Professor John Mart Eliseo, and to the panelists, Dr. Giovanni A. Montejo, Dr. Geraldine A. Palero, and Professor Jevi M. Villa-Abrilie. I am Crisel B. Basas, and I would like to greet you all a pleasant day. We will be presenting a proposed study entitled Science, Learning Environment, and Academic Performance of HCDC BS and Criminology Students in the New Normal, together with my groupmates Miss Pamela Kimespera and Miss Kimberly Daragan. The introduction of our study. The status of learning environment today appears to be a great concern for educators. Most schools seem to lack the necessary facilities that could enhance effective teaching and learning. As a result, little is expected from students in terms of academic performance. Students can be provided the opportunity to engage in science activities or experimentation to develop their science process abilities if the learning environment is set up in such a way that they can do so. However, the COVID-19 outbreaks have taken everyone by surprise, causing them to live in a situation known as the new normal, and this also led to no face-to-face classes. But the Department of Education and Commission of Higher Education believe that education should continue through online and other alternative modalities. According to variation theory, students must be able to focus on learning objectives and distinguish its crucial aspects, but the features that may be discerned are often dependent on the laboratory equipment employed, according to Barnhart 2018. In the Philippines, aside from the evident absence of classrooms, science laboratories are also lacking, making science study and application difficult for students. In this study, the researchers explored the effects of insufficient laboratory equipment to the academic performance of college students, especially in the new normal. The researchers in the local setting did not come across this similar study. In the local setting, the researchers discovered that lack of laboratory facilities and equipment affect the academic performance of students in learning science. This study may help students in the local setting and can conclude that students who engage in well-designed laboratory facilities will develop problem-solving and critical thinking skills. Statement of the problem. With students not being able to access or maximize the use of laboratory facilities and equipment, this may lead to diverse approach of different learning areas and may affect academic performance of the college students. So the main objective of this study is to determine which domain of science learning environment significantly influences the academic performance of the college students. Specifically, this seeks to answer the following problems. First, what is the level of science learning environment in terms of perceptions of learning environment, attitudes towards science, and academic achievement? Second, what is the level of academic performance of college students? Third, is there a significant relationship between science learning environment and academic performance of college students in the new normal? Last, is there a domain of science learning environment that significantly influences the academic performance of college students in the new normal? The theoretical framework of the study. This study is anchored on the experiential learning theory of Cobb 1984. The theory suggests that students are encouraged to learn through experiences that can help them retain information and recall facts. The learning by doing theory of Dewey 1938 is also anchored in this study. It is a hands-on approach to learning, meaning students must interact with their environmental in order to adapt and learn. Learning by doing is the simple idea that when we perform an action, we can learn more about it. The study is anchored on the theory of educational productivity by Birch, 1981. Educational productivity theory is all about the influences of learning that affects the academic performance of a student. This figure is the conceptual framework of our study. The first block contains the level of science learning environment and its domain, namely perception of the learning environment, attitude towards science, and academic achievement. It will link to the second box, which is the academic performance of the college students. Significance of the study. This study will be conducted to explore the effects of insufficient laboratory equipment to the academic performance of college students. The result of this study will be a great benefit to the following: school administrators, teachers, students, and future researchers. In this slide, we will present the research design, research respondents, research instrument, and data analysis. In conducting this study, non-experimental quantitative research and descriptive correlational method will be used. Non-experimental research is a research design in which the researcher observes the phenomena as they occur naturally and no external variables are introduced. Quantitative research is referred to as the process of collecting and analyzing numerical data as stated by Bandari 2020. To describe the characteristics of the population or phenomenon being studied occurring in its natural setting without any manipulation or control, a descriptive correlational method will be used. Research respondents. The target respondents of this study are selected from the sectarian institution, second-year level of Bachelor of Science in Criminology who are enrolled in academic year 2021 to 2022. The researchers opted to utilize purposive sampling to select respondents from the criminology course because the researchers relies on his or her own judgment when choosing members of the population to participate in the study. Research instrument. The instrument used in this study is modified new questionnaire called the Laboratory Assessment in Genetics, or LAG, from the study of Oser R. 2013, entitled as The Effectiveness of Virtual Laboratories in Terms of Achievement for the Science Learning Environment, and the general weight average for one semester were used to determine the academic performance of the respondents. Data analysis. The following statistical tools will be employed to analyze the data collected. First is the mean, person-product moment correlation coefficient, and standard deviation. In these last slides, we present the downloaded questionnaires for independent variable as well as the references. That will be all. Thank you.